I still need to get a whole hang of this. There we go. Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. I'm Jocelyn. I'm broadcasting live from my hotel in Houston. I did a show at Posh 2.0, which is a hookah lounge here in Houston, Texas. It was for Bots Worldwide Studio. Their comedy showcase for the cookout. Hey, Daryl, welcome. I'm waiting for my co-host, Jeffrey Keller, to join. I don't know how long I can do the show for just because I'm silly and I forgot a phone charger. So my phone might actually die during the broadcast, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for Jeff because I want to talk to him about. There he is. Jeff!
What's up?
What's up?
There we go.
What are you getting your lighting right?
Yeah. All right, got this. Bam, there we go. All right. What's happening, Josh? What are you doing in Houston?
Okay, so I was just talking about how I did a comedy showcase. I was the headliner. What?
What was the showcase for?
It was for Bots World Studio. They have a comedy showcase for their cookout. Their cookout is an event where, okay, hello. And Jeffrey, so distracting.
It's not only jokes, this is a strip show. What's up? What's up?
Your Cash App is what?
All right.
So as you know, I've been working with Bob Sumner on Clubhouse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for like the past year, and he's kind of rebranded Def Comedy Jam. It's now called Laugh Mob, and the mob stands for More of Bob's Best and stuff. And so this cookout showcase is just a chance for the comedians who've been working out with him on Clubhouse to actually perform in real life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so the first time we had the cookout, it was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I didn't do so great. I kept looking at my phone to keep track of the time, and people thought I was looking at notes. Whatever. So then, but this time, I was actually the last person to go up. I was the headliner.
Uh-huh.
And it's just really interesting because, like, I just did so well compared to everybody else who went up before me, all the black men who went up before me. Like this one guy, a friend of ours, this guy Mitch, who I thought was like really like veteran. Man, he went up there and just like froze.
Uh-huh.
Like he got up there and
Why did he freeze? What happened?
I don't know. He
Was
got
there a
up there, started,
crowd?
yeah, there was a big crowd. Or not a big crowd, maybe like 20, 25, 30 people.
Uh-huh.
That's a pretty good crowd, right?
That's all right. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. 200, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out where, that's why he choked it up.
I don't
Was
know. And that's
Bob
the thing. Bob wasn't there actually. Bob was actually in, because it was Bob's birthday, and he was actually, oh my God, I look pale as fuck. He was actually in at his show in Jersey
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. But no, he just stood there in silence and stared at the ground.
I
And
bet you he was high. I bet you he did some shit before he was high as fuck.
everyone was high. Everyone was high. I took a couple puffs, but like not too much, because you just never want to like. But no, and then hold on, I'm gonna fix my phone. And then he was just like staring at the floor, and I was like, "You got it, Mitch." Like I was trying to be really encouraging, like, "You got it, Mitch." Like you got it, and like, and no, he just gave up, man. Just gave up, which was sad.
Yeah, he was too high. That's what it was.
But that's what I realized, like, that's a whole nother like way of bombing, Yeah.
So did they videotape it?
Yeah, they taped it for Bob because so Bob can review it.
Okay.
And stuff like that. I taped it myself because I went Instagram live with it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and I did 12 and a half minutes.
Uh huh.
Yeah, but then looking back, it's like, okay, I need to like take a breath, let people
Slow.
laugh.
The same old notes that you get every time.
I know. I know. But I had fun. It was
All
good.
right, good. You did 12 minutes. That's good. What material did you do?
Well, Bob said to like just come with everything that you've been working on. So I did my new opener about my dad and
How's
like
that go?
how, huh?
How's that go? What's it sound?
It was all right.
But how's it go? What's it sound like?
Oh, about how like when I asked my dad what it was like back then when he first arrived in America,
Uh huh.
this newly imported Asian at a young impressionable age of 17
Uh
in
huh.
the free-loving groovy year of 1970.
Uh huh.
In English, he responds with racist. That makes sense. And then
Well,
in his native tongue, Tagalog, he says puntang na mo, which loosely translates to what the fuck, an appropriate response. Yeah. And then I go into the whole when I or like I then I go into the whole manager special joke.
all right. Let's go back to your dad though. We can make that funny. That could be funny.
Well, here's the thing: like I've delivered it in different places, and sometimes people laugh when I say racist.
No, that's funny. And so then what they think is when he says it in his language, right? What would
Yeah,
be a funny punchline right there?
I did it at Flappers in Burbank, and people laughed at when I said "what the fuck." They laughed at that.
Well, how many times have you done the joke?
How many times have I done the joke
Uh huh.
in front of people?
Yeah. Yeah. In front of people. Yes, in front of people.
Twice.
Okay. And so one time it worked, and did it work the second time?
Well, one time it worked when I said racist.
Uh
Another
huh.
time it worked when I said "what the fuck." So it depends. I don't know.
No, because racist is funny, and then when he says it in his language, well, it also means racist.
What the
So
fuck.
yeah, so if I said, my father, he was an immigrant over here, and to be free and to experience the American way, you could do America. You just work hard, you become American, and it's fucking beautiful. And I get there and I find out it's racist, and then I'm like, God dang! And then I say it in my language, and in my language, and it's translated, it also means racist because racist is the same no matter where you're at. But you get the setup though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just more of a setup, right? Like he's an immigrant. He came here to because he said land of the free, home of the brave. You work hard. He's all excited. He's like, yes, I'm gonna be American. And then he finds out they was racist, and he's like, okay, I guess I am American now.
My dad thinks
Welcome to.
my dad's whole thing is that he's not racist. He just hates everyone.
Mhm. But I think that's funny if you set it up like that. Because that's how he came, right? Those expectations. And he was bamboozled and lied to.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, no, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. It felt good, and then like it's funny because like people laugh at the very off color jokes. They
Uh-huh.
do.
Yeah.
They giggle at the other. Like it's so funny because like people were like giggling throughout, but I didn't get like those big laughs until like people were like the vampire joke. And then I brought out my anal virgin joke, and that killed people. They were just like, it's like it's the jokes that people Like they want to laugh, but they're not going to let themselves laugh at it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, anything off color, sexual, people are going to laugh.
Edgy, right, Jeffrey? Edgy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, sexual. Every sexual joke has been done. If you hang out in a black club and you watch through history black female comedians like Def Jam and that, I mean, they touch on all that stuff, man.
Yeah. Oh, and then I fucking forgot to do my black adjacent joke. The one joke I was like, I have to do this joke because this is the
Yeah.
crowd to do it, and I forgot. But the next day at brunch, people were talking to me about that joke, and they were saying they like that joke, and I was like, damn it! And it was the one joke I forgot to do.
Oh, so these are people that seen you do these jokes before and develop them.
They've heard me. They've heard me on Clubhouse do the jokes,
Okay. All right.
and they've heard me do them in bits and pieces, and so it was. They said that it was nice to finally see me put it all together. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you have like a flow of how it goes, and like I take them on like this journey, and stuff." So
They like your transitions.
yeah, and then how like hearing it all put together, it all like makes sense too and stuff. So,
Well, that's cool.
but then I forgot my Virgo joke, which sets it all up that it's blue, but whatever, it's fine.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I was really excited. Originally, he gave me 5 to 7 minutes, and I was like, "Well, can I do 10?" He's like, "Okay." But then once I found out I was headlining and I was the last one, I was like, "Well, fuck, I'll just, like
There's nobody after you. Yeah.
exactly, I'll just keep going." But then Mitch went back up after me. He got like second wind, I guess, and he did okay after. So yeah,
Okay. That sounds like you had a good night.
I did. I look really pale. Um, but yeah, how's your Saturday nights at Chateau going?
Oh, it's killing it. It's coming up with new material, changing material, tighten it up, trying new jokes. I just did a new one about, people are like, Jeff, why are you so political? Why are you so racial in your material? I said, because when I was in elementary school, we had to pick out a library book, and the only library book that had a black guy on it was So on Ice, which is about Eldridge Cooper, Black Panther. And so I had to, I learned about the Black Panthers when I was in third grade. And so when my mama was like, "Hey Jeff, do the laundry and take out the trash," I'm like, "I'm not a house Negro." And she's like, "Well, then go outside and be a field Negro." I said, "I'd rather be a field Negro." And so I'm out there. I try to get my little brother to join. He's like, "Nah, I like being a house Negro. I get to eat." I get to eat. So he'd sit there and he'd be like, "You sure you don't want to come in the house? Mom made fried chicken. She made mashed potatoes and gravy." I said, "I don't eat that stuff." Because, yeah, but she made a hot apple pie with some ice cream. I'm like, "Oh, well, maybe I'll be a house Negro for about 5 minutes. But after that," so that's some stuff I'm just working on, some new stuff.
So, do you plan on going on tour again, or no? You're
Yeah,
done with the road.
no, no, I'm going to go. But I want to do it like, I want to do this Netflix thing. And then you got that audience. So it's a lot easier to go on tour like that.
What do you mean this Netflix thing?
Yeah, so I'm shooting 45 minutes for this manager, and they're going to take it over to Netflix, and we'll see what happens.
Wait, when are you shooting?
Probably in a couple of months. I just got to make sure all this material is tight and right.
Where are you filming at?
We got to find. We're still working on the venue.
Cool. Can I come?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll be your, I don't know, your assistant. I'm just kidding. Oh, and so then yeah, so when you go to shows, like you get like green room requests or something.
Yeah.
What do you request?
Just water. That's all I need, man.
Oh my god, I was so good, Jeff. I drank a whole bottle of water before I went up,
Oh, snap. Look at you.
and it helped. But then obviously I had to work on my breath and stuff. And it's just weird because towards the end, I could feel my heart pounding in my chest a little bit. I don't know why, but it was fun.
Well, good. Probably because you saw a lot of people there that you knew from being online, and you wanted to do well.
Yeah. And I did really well compared to everybody else.
Well, that's good.
And I was gonna crack jokes at their expense and be like, "Oh, we came here for laughs and we got some enlightenment. Thank you, Ashani. We came here for laughs. We got moments of silence. Thank you, Mitch. Whatever you were honoring in your mind, I was there with you."
Well, whenever you do that, just know they're gonna fire back.
I know. I didn't do it though. That's what I'm saying. I shout out to the hosts and then I went into my material.
Well, that's
But
good
yeah,
though.
that's what Bob was saying. Bob was like, he doesn't want us to be trying out new material when we do these showcases for him. He wants us to like work on what we've been working on, you know?
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Well, good. Now you said you did something at Flappers. Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, I did their comedy contest
Now, how
a
was
couple
that?
weeks ago. It was good. I went over by like 30 seconds, I think.
Doesn't that disqualify you?
Yeah. Whoops. I did good though. People were laughing at my jokes. It went well. So
And the bad part of Flappers is they got that big old clock right in front of you, letting you know how much time you got.
it's not big. It's like little. It's like this big. When you're on stage, it like looks like it's like this big on stage.
My point is, it's still there. You can see how much time you have.
I couldn't see it though. I tried to look for it,
You
but
couldn't
then
find it.
I couldn't find it. And then when the red light came on, I defaulted into my minute joke, which I realized isn't even a minute anymore. It's like a minute and a half. And I was like, shit, you know?
Well, comedy advice: whenever you do a show at a venue, always ask them where the light is.
Right.
And
No, I saw the light. I need
and
to be
when
better about doing a minute joke that's actually a minute, not a minute and a half.
and then ask them, or they usually ask you, when do you want it? Do you want it 2 minutes before, or do you want a minute before?
Not for the contest though, because the contest is a lot of newbies. I feel like.
Right, but you can still tell the person that's running the light when you would like it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go there and just tell the guy, look, I'd like the light at a minute and 30 before the end, so I could do my closer.
So yeah, so that's what happened. I went over by 30 seconds.
So you
So
didn't win.
nope, I didn't win. But the thing about it, it's like that's like their version of a bringer show because it's like if you bring more people, they're gonna vote for you, and that's how you win.
What, do you get anything for second or third?
Second place gets like a Flappers gift card of some kind, and then third
What?
place gets a yeah, and then third place gets a bowl of French fries or something.
And what's first place get?
$100 cash.
Well, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that money.
I know. Yeah,
Show me the money. Forget the fries and the gift card. I want the cash.
I know.
That's why this lady that booked me to do a backyard party. And I told her my price. And she's like, well, would you like me to cash app you? I'm like, no, I got to write that off on my taxes. Give me cash.
Right under the table.
Give me
So
cash.
the people still doing work under the table.
Yeah, man. That's the thing about cash apps. There's a lot of them, they got to claim those on your taxes.
Really? Because it's like a paper receipt, paper trail. Hmm. But yeah.
Well, that's
All
good.
right.
Well, you think you would have came in first, second, or third if you didn't go over?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
For sure.
awesome.
Because I had, yeah, because compared to a lot of other people too that day, like from what I remember, yeah, I got a lot of laughs. I had a friend in the audience too who was laughing after everything I said, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's the one thing too. It's like when you have people in the audience who know you, know your material, they know like what to laugh at, or like it's just different. It's different when like you hear them in social audio, and then when you
Uh-huh.
see them in real life. Because I get laughs on the look on the looks that I leave on my face. You know, should I be like you? Should I wear my glasses?
Yeah, that's part of comedy, right? I'll do that. I'll say a zinger and then look at the crowd like, so they'll know. I'll be like, the nigga did it. Yeah.
I can never say the N word.
No.
The only N word I say is narrative.
There you go.
But yeah, so I actually have to go soon because I'm watching my battery just like die and die and die.
Yeah.
I was still
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
plenty, but I don't want my phone to die. But no, okay. So like, what? A lot of times, so like when you go on the road and you do these shows, you get paid to perform, right? But then I feel like you were telling me a lot of times you make a lot of your money for selling merchandise, right?
Hmm.
So what kind of merchandise do you sell?
Well, I do a Kool Aid joke, and so I have shirts. Like I do a thing about cocaine and Kool Aid and special sugar. How they call cocaine special sugar. My father, like, I walked in, my father's snorting cocaine. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm snorting my special sugar. I'm like, well, what's so special with it? He goes, it makes you run fast and jump out. I'm like, well, shit, I want some special sugar. I'll be the man in football and basketball. They'll never catch me, right? And then I at one point a joke. I say, so one day my parents left us by ourselves. We were making Kool Aid and we ran out of sugar. And my little brother goes, I know where they keep the special sugar. I'm like, well, special sugar it is. And you know how kids pour special sugar in Kool Aid, right? We want to run real fast. We want to jump real high. Mix it up, drink it. I'm like, I can't feel my lips. My little brother, my little brother's like, I can't feel my face. Slap me. And I slap him, and he goes, oh, that was awesome. Anyways, so I do a whole joke on that. And then, so I have a shirt that's pouring sugar into one of the Kool Aid. You know, the guy at Kool Aid. Oh yeah, into him, and it says
Yeah.
special sugar made in Colombia. And then the other guy's got a big old smile on his face. So that's a big seller for me.
So you sell shirts?
Hmm.
Okay. That's what I real. That's what. So the cookout is actually for more musical artists, rappers, and singers, and a lot of them are doing that too, like designing shirts and stuff. I
Hmm.
remember when I first started doing comedy, I have that joke about how, as if having a detailed dick diary or some prolific pussy planner is a bad thing. It helps keep track of HPV. And then Kiwi Rogers was like, "So are you gonna sell dick diaries at your shows?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know." And so it's like I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy the little composition books and I decorate them and stuff like that. So, but I was
You
talking
should
to Bob
do
about it.
you should do a shirt though that says Dick Diary. And
That's
on
the
the
thing,
back, and on the back, you could put like guys' names and shit. That'd be hilarious.
or just like a little whiteboard piece where you could like write it in yourself or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do with that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's another thing I was thinking about, like to sell when you're on the road, like merchandise and stuff like that. But we'll
Yeah,
have to
that's
talk
what
about more of that later. What?
yeah, that's what Paul used to do. He'd sell all kinds of stuff, CDs, all kinds of stuff, man.
CDs of what? Like his past shows?
No, yeah, but things he did like Carlos Mencia. Carlos does it great, and people could hate on Carlos, but Carlos is a great businessman. So what Carlos will do is he will videotape, shoot the show you're at, download it on his computer into a little, disc, whatever those things are called, memory stick,
Yeah.
and you can buy the memory stick of the show you were at for like $40, and
Okay.
his picture, and he'll autograph it for 50.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
But he's got a bad name for himself in the biz.
I don't care. He's making millions of dollars touring.
Is he still touring though?
Yes,
Is he really?
he was just at the Improv in Orange County.
Is he still stealing material?
Wait, hold up. First of all, those guys, Joe Rogan and them, I've seen them steal material.
Everyone steals material though.
A lot of it. Look, I was at the Comedy Store for 10 years. I knew everybody's act. I know who stole from who. I know who
Okay.
Carlos got his from. I know who Joe got some of his jokes from. I know all those guys, man. So for them just to pick on Carlos like that, it's jacked up because they were doing the same thing. I
Yeah.
mean, how's a Jewish guy going to tell a Latino joke and then say the Latino stole it from him?
He's Ari. That's Ari, right?
Right, and it's a silly and it's a joke that probably thousands of comedians wrote. Oh, you're going to
Right.
build a wall? Who's going to build it? Mexicans. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure. So how you going to say he stole the joke? Come on, all right. If that's the best joke you can write,
Right.
then you shouldn't be doing stand up. Go do something else.
You're right. Yeah, for
They
sure.
just didn't like Carlos. That's what it was.
And he was actually very popular. He was very popular.
Carlos in the Latino community still is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Carlos is a great performer. They can say whatever they want about Carlos, but
Yeah.
he's a great performer, storyteller. He can do impressions. I mean, yeah. I just ain't
Okay.
gonna tell a joke in front of him, but you know what I'm saying.
He can't steal your jokes though. He'd be stupid or crazy.
Yeah, no, he couldn't do my stuff, but no. So when those guys were going after him, I thought that was just wrong.
Yeah. but anyways, yeah. So my phone is just dying. This Fireside app just like eats it away like super fast.
So you don't have
But
a charger or anything?
I don't have a charger, so I got to save my phone energy. Get to the mall tomorrow and then buy one, and then I'll be good because I still need it to like communicate with people and stuff like that.
Where are you staying at?
America's Best Value Inn.
So why
Yeah,
don't you call the front desk and see if they have a charger?
I guess I could do that. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. It's like it's hard for me to depend on other people. You know.
Come on, Sean, let her know, man. Step your game up, girl.
Hi, Sean. I wonder if Sean's someone I know. Sean Deshawn. Oh, that's a good name. Um,
But yeah.
but yeah. No, it's just it's interesting because it was also weird too because when I was all jazzed to get here, and then I got here and I had some weird like mental breakdown when I got here for some reason. I started crying and whatnot like 6 hours before the show, and then fell asleep, took a nap. I felt like a little kid who like just needed a nap. and
Well, I mean,
then
sounds
took
like you're doing good, man. Look, it's gonna be a good year for comedy. I've already for January, February, March. For March, I've already booked like 3 gigs. I mean,
really,
one in New York, two out here.
it's gonna be a good year.
And New York was
We're
funny.
gonna we're gonna document each other's journeys, old school versus new school, not versus, just old school meets new school. No versus. I can't compete in your.
As Paul would say, homie, you ain't got enough jokes.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know. But then
But
I
yeah,
just realized a lot of it's just like life experience too. You know. You get to
yeah,
that point where you realize.
point of view. Gotta have your point of view. That's how I got to the New York gig. Is the person came to a show at the Chateau and saw me.
Oh really?
hmm
So where's the show out going to be in New York? I know Caroline's is gone officially, right?
Oh no, this is corporate. It's gonna be a corporate show.
Oh shit! What? And they want your racist shit up in the corporate gig?
They know I'm a truth teller. Come on, man. I'm a truth teller. I'm not talking. I ain't being racist. I'm telling truths.
Okay.
Nobody can
Okay.
come to me and say what you said is not true. They
True.
can't tell me that priests ain't messing with little boys, right?
No.
They can't tell me that NRA and they're not and these people are shooting up kids and they can't tell me that that's not going on,
Right.
right? I'm a truth teller.
Yeah. Sometimes the material writes itself, right?
Sure. I mean, the jokes that I say are happening in real life. These guys just in Monterey Park just shot up all these people. Come on now.
Oh no! Oh my god! It was like some old Asian guy too.
hmm And what I don't understand about that is he went to one party and they stopped him. Nobody thought of calling the police.
Wait, what do you mean?
So he went to a different party first. and tried to shoot up, and a guy jumped him and stopped him.
Oh shit.
And I guess he
Okay.
took off or whatever. So, but those people didn't call the police. Nobody got license plate number.
That's crazy.
See, that's the difference. If he would have did that at a black party, brothers would have had guns too and shooting back. Oh, fool, really? Pop, 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 pop. Come on now.
Yeah, apparently where the show was in Houston, it was like in the hood, but then, other people were packing, so I didn't have to hear
Shoot,
anything.
let me tell you, I was at an All-Star NBA All-Star game in Houston, and they made us stay inside the arena because they were robbing people outside the arena.
Houston?
Yep, out in Houston.
That's scary. I haven't really ventured out of my hotel room. I literally went to the airport, went to the hotel, went to the show, came back to the hotel, went to the brunch, came back to the hotel, and then everyone's in the studio. But I don't know. I just didn't feel like being in the studio, so I'm just in my hotel. Tomorrow, I'm meeting up with a friend, and then I come back home. That's it.
What's the studio? What are you doing in the studio?
So that's the cookout. The cookout is they're recording an album.
Who?
So
There's
there's
a rap group called the Cookout. I mean, what?
no, it's producers Rothstein Beats and Bots World Studios. They're
Uh-huh.
two producers. They rent out a studio from like 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. and they're both in different rooms and they're simultaneously just dropping beats. And you're
Uh-huh.
in there and like you listen to a beat. And then like if you feel so compelled to, you can just jump in the booth and just like record like a lyric or a verse or something.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And so I mean that's not my main lane. But they know me to like talk fast and rap and like so I'm kind of like a pseudo rapper.
If you talk fast, you might be get on one of their. But make sure you don't sign your stuff away. I'm sure these people are signing their lives away on this bullshit.
There is a letter of consent that you have to sign.
Exactly. I know the hustle. I know the game.
You've been around the block.
Yeah, I already know. They're not. He's not doing this for free. He's doing this because
No,
he's
yeah.
trying to make money off this thing.
You try to make money and then they want to win a Grammy. He's a Grammy nominated producer and stuff. So
Well, again, that's
what's wrong with Grammys?
no. I mean, it's not. But I mean, I can sit there and go, I want to win a Grammy for comedy, but you know,
Do comedians win Grammys for comedy?
yeah,
Really?
spoken word.
There's like who's won it recently?
Oh shoot, I can't look on the phone. I'm sure Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, I'm sure they've all won Grammys.
For albums?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if rappers and music, I mean, it's art, right? So why wouldn't comedians?
That's true.
Yeah. But I hate that when you sell, when you sign off your stuff, then it sucks because if it becomes big, you don't get shit.
I know. What's your shirt say? If it costs your piece, it's too expensive. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Is that one of yours?
Oh yeah.
Is
No,
that
no.
one
I bought this one.
from where Venice?
No, no, no. It's online. I saw it and I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this in a hoodie. Says the same thing.
Hmm. Well, my battery just turned yellow,
All right,
so that
baby.
means
Go do your thing. All right.
I will. But okay, so Jeffrey Keller at the Comedy Chateau, North Hollywood, 10 p.m. show Saturday, every
No, no.
Saturday
I'm there tonight actually.
of tonight.
Because Mike Marino is there tomorrow. He booked the two rooms himself, so I'll be there tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay. I probably will start going back to the Chateau, audition on Sunday, get on a show, and start doing shows there regularly
There
for
you go.
free, whatever. Because you got to get up.
And like I said, I'm getting work from it. So
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the day, that's what it's about. You just want people to see you so you can get work.
Right, and that's the thing about me. It's like, yeah, like I don't bring people, so then I get like what the last 3 minutes at the end of the show, and there's less people. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, like you still get to perform for people. I don't get people who complain about that.
Yeah, I like going up last. Shoot, I did last couple times over there, and just I did as much time as I wanted.
Yeah, exactly.